Welcome to your weekend focus for June the 18th and the 19th, 2022. Some wonderful energy in the numerology. We have Venus and Neptune getting along. We have Venus and Saturn not getting along. We'll go into all of that, but first, let me introduce myself. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Send it right back to you. Absolutely. We start with the 18 energy. The 18 energy is about, your inner child. It's about what truly makes you feel free, makes you feel liberated, what brings in joy, happiness, what fills your heart with love, compassion, so that you can soar, is what I hear. 1 plus 8 is a 9, and we are in full moon energy. So it is about releasing, letting go, completion. So it's a beautiful time with the 9 energy to clear away the things that we are tripping over, trying to go towards our goals, our dreams, trying to find successes in our life. So it's about understanding what is in the way. It could be a thought process. It could be a person. It could be an environment. It could be making some decisions. Allowing change in. But the 18 energy is so about who you are from the inside out, from the heart center out. If you do the numerology of the day, it's a 21 energy. So the 20 are for Saturday, that is. So, and if you're wondering how I get that number, June is the 6th month. 18 is a 9, right? 1 plus 8. And then 2022, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2 is a 6 as well. So you go 6 plus 9 plus 6 comes to a 21. Which ends up boiling down to a 3. But we'll start with the 21 because I love knowing where the number came from. I think that is the essence of the energy. And then as we dilute the number, we also dilute the what can happen within the energy, with the energy that we can attach to, that we can attract, that we can embrace to move us forward. Anyways, 21. 21 is about moving forward, getting ready to move forward, tying up loose ends, allowing things to leave your life so that you can have a new beginning, a new start in some area or in several areas of your life. 2 plus 1 is a 3. That's a beautiful, divine, transformative energy. Somebody left that in the comments the other day, and I haven't been saying that, but it's so true. The 3 energy is about our communication, about learning, about planting the seed, about giving birth, about creativity. If we go to the Sunday, we have the 19 energy. So we have the inner for the 18, and then on the 19th, we have the I am energy. New beginnings, new starts. This is where promotions can come in. This is where, you can raise your stature in some way. Under the 19 energy, it's about letting that light shine from your heart source now. And showing people just what you're made of, who you are, what you bring to the table. That dynamic, beautiful energy that you and you alone can deliver. 1 plus 9 is a 10, which talks about definitely an easier time ahead, change of seasons, new chapters in our life. And 1 plus 0 is a 1, so it's the I am. It's the independent self. It is the independent self, the trailblazer, the pioneer, the new beginnings, the new starts, definitely with a 1 energy. And it's the I am. I am that I am. I am. And say what you want to bring into your world, how it defines you. I am successful. I am rich. I am loved. I am a lover. I am. Or you can just leave I am and let them fill in the blanks for just the beautiful person you are and are becoming. if you do the numerology of the day for Sunday, it would be a 13. 6 plus 1 plus 6. And I talked a lot about the 13 the other day, but if you missed that, a lot of people feel that 13 is, it's for the July energy. That's what it is. 13 for the July energy. How could I forget? The 13 energy has a bad rap. It's surrounded by bad luck. And yes, under the 13 energy, it may seem like incredibly bad luck that happens to you. Something's taken away, something's changed, something rocks your boat. But what happens out of that puts you on a path you never could have been on unless that happened to you. Chances are. And it moves you in a direction of success, happiness, fulfillment, abundance, love. It truly does. So it really is the best experience of your life, but usually only in hindsight. 1 plus 3 is a 4. That's organization, getting your ducks in a row, and really seeing the fundamentals, the basics of what makes you you, and where the balance is, and where you need to put energy or focus or time, perhaps, resources, perhaps, to bring in a sense of balance, peace of mind, security. Also, 4 is definitely about home and family. So your mind could very well be going more towards home and family, the people you love, the environment you live in. Oh. The King of Swords did try and jump out there, and he was popular. I think he was our last card on Friday. So, just warning you, I better get to the rest of it before they all decide to have a voice and we're here all night. We have the Sun in Gemini. We have the Moon. Now, the Moon will be in Aquarius until, I think, after supper time, closer to bedtime. The Moon will go into Pisces, and then Sunday we'll have the Moon all day in Pisces. Pisces is more of a dreaming, relaxed atmosphere rather than a doing kind of atmosphere. So we may have a little bit of energy on Saturday, and it's not that we lack energy, it's just in the doing. With Pisces, we want to sit back, we want to imagine, we want to dream, and that is just as important as the doing. You have to do both, but it's just as important because you have to do both. So I think on Saturday, Venus will actually make a square with Saturn, which means they're not getting along. So I tell you, if there's bumps in the relationship, this is when you're going to see them manifest into chances are whatever it is stems from your own fear or maybe a criticism you have about that person. Okay? Or you could be on the receiving end of that. So just be prepared and know that it's the energy. And it always is meant from the heart. It may not come across because Saturn is there, and Saturn's our rules and laws and order, and this is the way it needs to be. And that kind of gets in the way of love, because sometimes we tell those little white lies to save them a lot of grief and anguish and tears and sorrow, and it comes back to bite you sometimes, right? Even though you were best intentions ever for why you withheld certain things. But then on Sunday, I think Venus and Neptune get together. And so that is when we can get creative. And so if you are creating anything or artistic work or dancing or song but it's something you create. Maybe you're taking care of a garden or remodeling a room, or what do you create? Now, it will also help mend the bridges on the love front too. Okay, because we have an increased sensitivity, an increased sensuality when it comes to love with Venus. It's more of a romantic dreamscape, your knight in shining armor, so to speak, fairy tales. And so we kind of take a little bit of a flip. So whatever transpired on the Saturday or leading up to the Saturday, you will find quick resolution by the Sunday because our hearts soften again. If you feel that you've been really harsh on somebody, you can apologize to them, yes, but you can also give a little bit of service, maybe to a shelter in the area, the hospital, a senior's home, a animal shelter, whatever, just I see on our Facebook all the time that there's a new cat sanctuary, and they're looking for people to just come and be with the cats for a little while. And so there's all kinds of opportunities to be of service to the world that doesn't cost you anything but your time and your energy. And you can use resources. If you don't have time or energy, then definitely then go be of service by making a small donation, helping them in that way. And I'm not just saying the cat sanctuary, I'm saying, what you feel would be for the betterment of the world. And especially Saturday, think it through on Saturday. If you wanted to give service to something or someone or the collective, how would you go about that? Because the moon will be in Aquarius, right? Till about bedtime, after supper time, somewhere in there. So it's a perfect time to actually realize where you could be of service to another, either a one-on-one or the greater good. I also think the sun and Pluto are talking up in the sky. I don't think it's a good conversation. So also protect yourself. Protect yourself from maybe somebody who's trying to take your power away. Okay, sun against Pluto. Somebody might be trying to, so they might be conning you into doing something for them, by talking a really cute song that made it seem like it'd be a fun adventure, and it ended up being a lot of hard work and struggle that really took you off your focus, and your path did nothing for you, but boy did it help them. So watch where there might be an event or a situation, an environment you might find yourself in where people are trying to take advantage of you, trying to take your power away, trying to make you compromise against your values and your beliefs. So just kind of watch that energy. And I don't think the compromises will be all that easy. I think it'll be a little foggy. I think that it'll be like almost like a Scorpio energy where there's yes or there's no, but there's not a lot of wiggle room for a gray area in there. So when we're making those compromises, you're going to be called out, and you're going to have to make the decision of yes or no. It's not going to be something that you can say, well, sometimes I can do that. Maybe Monday afternoons at 3 or whatever it might be. Or you may be giving that to somebody else of, well, this needs to change, so what's it going to be? Yes or no? Meatloaf, what's it going to be, boy? Yes or no? Okay, let's turn to the cards. The devil. Oh, you know what we didn't do? The shadow card. Oh, look at that. The hangman's here. Wow. Strong energy, people. Strong energy for this weekend. We have the hangman as our shadow card. So this is telling us you want to do things right. You need to take a step back. You need to think it through. Don't make any rash decisions, quick decisions. Watch where you are compromising. Watch where you are surrendering. Watch where you're giving up control. And yes, in some situations you'll want to give up those things, or you'll need to give up those things, but you don't compromise yourself. You don't compromise your goals. You don't compromise you don't compromise your morals, your beliefs, your values in the process. Absolutely not. Being in the moment, knowing that this too shall pass if you're in a predicament of some sort. And I think we'll all find ourselves in some kind of learning experience this weekend. Absolutely. But the hangman is here to tell us to back it up, be in the moment, be present, take a couple of deep breaths, think it through, and trying to detach the emotion from those thoughts so that you can make strong decisions in the yeses and the nos in your life this weekend. And then, of course, we pulled the first card, which is the devil, in the very first position. So you know what? We are ready to leave behind a behavior, a habit, something that we trip upon consistently, an environment, a situation that we kind of put ourselves in. we will be so ready to change that. And so we can embrace the energy and allow the change to happen. And with the 12 energy is very much about going with the flow, seeing how you can change things. This is about cutting cords with negative people, energy vampires, right? Somebody kind of like you love them, but you spend 20 minutes with them and you feel like you need a nap after you're done visiting with them because they just zapped you of everything. They did it unintentionally. They didn't know they were doing it. Maybe a few do in life, but for the most part, and they're all energized when they leave because they just took your energy. They're like, oh, it was so nice seeing you. Oh, this was wonderful. And you're like, yeah, okay, well, I'll talk to you later. So we have I'm just going to stop that. Sorry. So I'm going to be traveling. Shoot. So we're going to be traveling. I'm going to be traveling. And I'm going to be driving. And my phone went kaput. So I had to... Oh, okay. You haven't been up in a while. So I haven't... come on then. Big... Oh, you're such a klutz. So we were just at the vets. We're just shy of 90 pounds, aren't we? Yes. We're just a little baby. So, what was I saying? So I'm going to be traveling, and then, of course, my phone goes kaput. Well, there goes all my audio, my courses that I've all downloaded onto my phone, ready to go for my 24-hour drive of One Direction. And so I had to get a new phone. And I'm not really sure how to put it on silent. I'm just getting used to opening it at this point. So, but I also needed a better camera because I am determined to bring you content while I'm gone this time. I know I'm going with a heavy heart, and I know that it's going to be an emotional experience. And it might take me a couple of days to actually get into the groove of things. There might be emotional days where I'm just not going to show up because my energy isn't high enough. And you know me, I need that energy high. I've tried pre-taping before. You know what? Every time I watch something that I've pre-taped, it just sucks, okay? Or I mess up and I release it right away. Like that July 2022, a quick glance, that wasn't supposed to come out till like the 28th when I was like already there and stuff. And I'm just bad at it. So I'm not even going to try this time because I just don't make the connection. And when I do make the connection, I release it right away. So... it just serves no purpose. Okay, so we have the devil here, and it's about releasing, letting go. But more than that, it's about stepping into the person you want to become. Whether it's changing a habit, a behavior, a job, a relationship, an environment. For each of us, it will be different. But it's about cutting those cords to those things that no longer serve you, no longer have value in your life, something that is now a tripping area instead of something that allowed you to go with the flow. Because many times it's something that got us to here. It's worked till now, but it's you're noticing it's not needed anymore, or it's not working as effectively, and you need to change things. You need to do something different. We have the King of Wands, but with all the kings are coming out, so we are the diplomats. We are the intuitive, and we're thinking very strong. We are putting it out to the universe, what we want, and then we are expecting it to come in. Very much that kind of energy. So don't say, oh, I wish I had money, but I'm always so broke and it'll never happen to me. I wish I would win the lottery, but, you know, that happens to somebody else. It'll never happen to me. You're right. You're never going to win the lottery if you keep saying those words. So I'm going to win the lottery. Stop. I've won the lottery. I've won the lottery. Even better. My life is complete now. I have more money in the bank. Thank you so much for that. And start saying it on a regular basis. Watch how the world turns for you. Prove me wrong. Go ahead. King of Wands, because it's working for me. It's working for me. King of Wands. I just listened to myself, guys. So just take a few notes and try to apply. For the longest time, I didn't listen to myself, and then I would be in a situation many times, and I'd be like, pretty sure I told everybody online last night that they should be very cautious in these situations because this is going to happen, and it just happened. And not follow my own advice. I've just So anyways, King of Wands, King of Wands. I love the King of Wands. King of Wands doesn't stand on ceremony. He says, I've made the plan, let's move. He doesn't procrastinate. He doesn't, and you know what? But he's also gathered a lot of the information. So as much as, he's about passion and enthusiasm and momentum. So when he comes out, it's like if you get excited about it and you start doing it, others will follow. Others will sign up to help. Others will be a part of it because of the energy that you're putting forth. So it's about allowing enthusiasm and getting excited. That pit in your stomach where it's just like dread. Start realizing that it could be anticipation for what's to come, but you don't know what it is. So it's unknown and it's going to bring change in. So all of a sudden that pit feels like, oh no, we got to run the other direction. But truly, I say to you, many times it's anticipation. Like when you were a little child and they told you if you went to sleep early that you'd wake up to presents under a tree because this big jolly guy was going to show up. And so you went to sleep and you were so excited and you woke up with this anticipation. Yeah, a little bit of a pit in your stomach because you didn't know what was going to be, if there was even going to be presents under the tree. You might get a piece of coal, But the anticipation. So it's about building that enthusiasm and building that anticipation for everybody of what is growing, what is becoming, and get people involved. If you're putting out something for the very first time, it's a product, you've designed it yourself, and you're putting it out there for the first time, then show it to people and let them support you by their love and the clapping of the hands, and you go girl, you go guy, you go. Go, do it. Just do it, right? So, and then the last card is the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles says, yeah, it's not going to be a short road. This is one where you're going to have to roll up the sleeves. You're going to have to get to work. But look at this now. We have this canvas in front of us, and we're holding a paintbrush, and we are creating, essentially, our tomorrow. In fact, it looks like, I kind of get this image like it's a brick wall in front of an actual portal or pathway forward, and it's been blocked. And now look at where we've painted that tree. We're going to paint ourselves right into that dreamscape, right into our expectations. We are going to be one of the kings of the deck. We are going to get excited about where we're going. And yes, it's ours. Every stroke of the brush is your creation, your steps forward. And don't worry if anybody's watching you right now. There is a figure down there, right? There's a figure down there. And they're watching. So even though you don't think anybody's watching or taking notes or paying attention to who you are and where you're going and how you're evolving, don't worry. People are taking notes. People are watching. People are waiting to see what happens next. What will you paint next? What will be the next stroke of that brush bring to fruition for you? Okay, let's get a mantra card. Oh my goodness. They're alive. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what do we have? Look at this vacation. Take time for relaxation and adventure. What better time than a weekend to take some time for relaxation and adventure? Once again, we have the moon in Pisces all day Sunday. So mini vacation on a Sunday, even just a couple of hours or maybe 20 minutes if that's all you got. Take a quick walk through the park and just get in touch with nature and relax for a few minutes. Let your hair down. So vacation. Take time for relaxation and adventure. Now with the Three of Pentacles, it looked like, work, roll up those sleeves. So it's about the balance, right? It's about, yes, we need to apply ourselves to where we want to go and the things we need to do in order to get there. But we also need to take time for ourselves and happiness and joy and just relaxation and downtime and giggles and laughters and love. Absolutely. Okay, so vacation. So we all deserve a rest. Take time for long sleeps, massages, sunbathing, playing in the snow. Rejuvenate and nurture your mind, your body, and spirit, with plenty of rest and simple pleasures. Explore the universe as it is filled with wonder, joy, and magical things. You may be going on a vacation, a short getaway, a romantic trip, or you can go in your mind. If you've watched me, you know how to do that. It is important to remember the everlasting memories and bonds that you are creating through each experience. The mantra is, I enjoy a vacation to rest and rejuvenate my mind, body, and spirit. And trust me, you start saying that and you will start to find little open windows where you can rest, that you can rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit in different ways. It's not always laying down and taking a nap. Sometimes it's going to a meditation class, a yoga class. Sometimes it's going on a 3-day excursion, a little road trip. Sometimes it's taking two weeks to 2 months away and just stepping back and realigning yourself with everything and going back to the basics. I mean, we do have a 4 energy today, so I'm not going to leave that out of the scope of things that we may find ourselves stepping into. Okay, let's see what wonderful little animal pops out of our deck, and it is the white stag, which is the protector. So I got my nails done. I splurged on myself. Do you like them? Pretty cool. Because I wasn't going to pack all my nail polishes and be removing every night and putting new stuff on it. It's just too much to pack and too much to bother with. So I thought, well, I need something that's going to last 2 to 3 weeks. So I splurged. So the white stag shows up, the protector. You are an old soul. Most of us are. Most of the people I've met when I talk to different Sylvia Brown. Sylvia Brown was one who said she's usually 20 to 30 lives is what you're seeing in today's society, and that was probably 20, 30 years ago. So we've added some generations since then, haven't we? So it could even be more. There are brand new young souls coming through. Absolutely, there always will be, but a lot of us are coming down. White stag protector, you are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you to where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. You are meant to make blessings create blessings with your magic. Absolutely. And we talked about going inward and identifying with our magic. What brings us that beauty? What brings us that spark? What brings us that liberation, that sense of liberation, that sense of freedom, that magic? And then, of course, we also had the 19 where was 19 even in here? Use your intuition. The intuition is more of the king that came out, but to take you to where you want to go, and that is the king energy. Absolutely. Of taking you where you want to go by releasing the doubt. Maybe that's all you need to do during this full moon is release the doubt and start believing in the magic, the miracles that are awaiting you, the path forward, the things that you want, the things that you are trying to step into. It's a beautiful, beautiful weekend for it. The white stag is here telling you that you are protected beyond what you could ever imagine. So chances are you are an old soul, especially if you're watching me. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you to where you want to go. Awaken the powerful force within you. So go to that heart center. Know your talents, your gifts, and scratch the surface of that potential that lays dormant within. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. Blessings for you, blessings for the collective. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.